Welcome to what Clemson folks call the original Death Valley. Stop and take in this scene, one of the great environments in the sport, and this place is charged up today. Today it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see the number 25 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Bears will kick it away to start us off. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So Clemson's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And Kirk, here comes the star tight end. There's so much emphasis in college football on using this position creatively. And, man, this guy's as good as any of them.
Yeah, you nailed it, Chris. We've seen tight ends have a big impact in college football in the past, but what this guy is doing right now is unbelievable. Speed of a wide receiver, size and power of an offensive lineman. We're looking at a freak out there today.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, just like that, you get the ball to the best player on the field, and it pays off. One play and a touchdown. We knew this guy was going to have an impact on this game. I didn't realize it was going to be on the first play.
Try to add the lead now with PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Baylor Bears offense out there for their first possession. Well, each defense, Kirk, relying on an elite corner as they try to shut down the passing games. Both guys have skills, and they have the swag to go with it.
Yeah, Chris, I think that's the point is yeah, they have the skills, they have the size, the speed, but I think it's the instincts, just a natural ability to find the football and be able to come up with plays that help their defense get the ball back to their own offense that really separate these two.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the running back comes up a little bit short of the first down. Big decision here for this offense because they are down a touchdown here early in the game. They don't want to dig themselves too big of a potential hole.
Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the returner being brought down. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Makes a quick catch. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Tigers will line up to boot it away. And this will be the first punt for this offense this afternoon. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position. The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he's got it. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Nice play here. We'll have to see if this defense stays in man coverage after giving up that big play.
First down here for this offense. As the first down is still going. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And a handoff as they run the counter play. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield, worried about that quarterback who's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller. The backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack them.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. He's got it. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
Looking to pass, it's Flores. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. No, kick it away here. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, the pass kept the defense off balance and route to a touchdown. Looking to throw it on first down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. And the Bears bring their punt team onto the field. Bounce right at the 3-yard line and into the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's running out of time here. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down. We're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
On a wide receiver screen with a corner that tight, you've got to do a good job of blocking him or screening him. Nobody there, and the quick reaction by the corner allows him to make a nice play.
They look to throw it here on second down. Launching downfield. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line. The Tigers pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Looking to throw again. Running back has it on a screen now. And the tackle is made, not the big play that we're looking for, but a pretty solid game.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Pitch play to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The pass ball is incomplete. A big fourth down stop for this defense. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Takes the handoff. It's Stewart. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The Bears will line up to kick it away. That's his fourth punt already today. And here's the return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost him anything. And they put together something here. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
2nd down after that previous play. An inside give now from the shotgun. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Hold it. Costly hold nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. He's got it for a big gain. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
Another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Offense self-destructing. Penalty makes it 1st and 20. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. The first down play, not a good one. Looking at second and long here. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. All day to throw. Finally throws it to his left. Huge play. Moves the ball down inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
I mean, the defense knew coming into this game that this guy was going to be a handful. They got to change things up. This guy's already got over 100 yards in this game, and we're in the first half.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. A change of direction. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
We'll try to run it with the option. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Second down play coming up. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. He's escaping the pocket now. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. On to kick now for the 5th time today. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Graham down the middle. It's Powell. And they stop him, but not before an explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32. 1st down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Clemson.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to chuck it again. Look at this. He'll go deep again. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. We're going to hold here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. To the air. It's Flores. Looking for his back. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window.
What a great job here by the safety to anticipate where the quarterback was going to go with the football. That gave him enough time to be able to get over and break on the football in time for the interception.
So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 2nd down, looking to throw it. And he's going to launch it deep again. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the defense look slow that time.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Now it's second down here. To throw, it's Flores. Lets it go quickly. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a fourth down now. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And here comes a deep shot. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
This one is right through. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this deep to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
It leads to second down.
Trying to find room. It's Stewart.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
Pressure is coming. Trying to extend the play. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down. The Bears will bring their punt team onto the field. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the Let's see if they can do better here. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Play action here on first down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown Tigers. And this one is getting ugly.
I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw it in the first half, seemed to score every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. defense showing a bunch formation now. Now begin with a quick throw to the left.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Looks right for a quick completion. Nowhere to run. Look for Allen for no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after.
And the ball to the ground. The offense recovers the fumble.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Same tailback, another carry. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Trying to create here on the move. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down. And the Bears will bring their punt team on the field now. And he's got it at the 15. And the returner is brought down. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, help him just get 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed to the running back. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He flips it to the back across the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Takes the handoff again. He has first down yardage at the 46. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
Looking for his big tight end. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, how about this? There's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket and away from the pressure, and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards and that first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Easy.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Defense is coming after him. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He hands it to the back. Fighting off the defender.
This is a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
325.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. It's been pretty one-sided so far at the end of 3. Let's check out the stats. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
The decision to go for it doesn't pan out.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
They'll try the left side with a toss. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The Tigers will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
That's a good job here by this defense, especially the linebacker man coverage. But the quarterback needs some help here from his intended target. He needs to be able to find a guy that can separate and pull away from man coverage to be able to make any play at all.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
This is a nice job here by this defense on 3rd down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his 1st down, but they keep him short to set up this 4th down.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. The Bears will have 1st and 10 here. Linebackers making some adjustments now. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a deep completion. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down right at the 20.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it
and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quick throw over the middle. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field. Ball lands at the 8 and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
42 Spider. 4th alert.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Extending the play now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. That's reeled in. It's Patel. Tackle, but 1st down.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
And the Bears pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Sanders.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, trying to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a 1st down. Good job by this defense to keep.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They've really... served well here today. What a satisfying victory. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
He'll hand it off. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And in the final minute now, quarterback will take a knee. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.